It's party time. Who ordered the clown?
Ken, he's approaching the top floor. I don't know if I can hold him off. He's already killed half the support team, and he's not slowing down.
He's going after R&D next. Soon he'll be on to the IT guys. Clearly, he's already murdered the entire elevator maintenance crew. See, look, there they are.
Obligatory wrecked elevator fight.
This one's pretty short, though. This is like the only wave of it, more or less. It's like it's not even an auto-scroller.
That's right. Keep wasting your time with the small fry.
Oh, no, sorry, there's one more wave. This is pretty short. As far as the elevator fights go, like, this doesn't even rank up there. Which I appreciate. You can't cover every cliche.
The building is less tall once you're in it.
I wouldn't want you to miss all the fun.
So, do you think Kuroh had these delusions of ability to begin with, or was it just the parasite in him that really wants to be the James Bond villain?
I don't know. It's hard to say. It's hard to say if the parasite is screwing him up bad. I do think it's eating his brain.
So, oh, we got a moon outfit. That's nice.
Nice.
It's an outfit with a cracked ass right at the bottom by default. So this area, I'm pretty sure, is very similar to an area from Resident Evil 6. I think it was in Jake and Sherry's campaign. They were in something similar to this.
It looks a lot like the Chinese, the front to the lab in the second part of their campaign.
Except this is Japanese architecture.
You're not the man I served with. You're just a worm wearing his skin.
God, the lip syncing. I never noticed how bad it is in this game.
I guess you're not the sentimental type. Or are you?
Uh-oh.
Oh no, it's Yoshimitsu.
This is officially the part of the game where or the part of this chapter at least, where it goes from being decent to incredible. We've got this area. This is a pretty fun fight, especially because of all the destructible objects lying around. This is also the part where I use the barrage attack with the Oni Slayer, which is really fun, especially because it has a really satisfying hit stun.
It's very Kill Bill.
It's really good to use as well. Uh-oh. This isn't foreshadowing. This is 5, or at least 5 or 6 shadowing. Do they even have to reveal the mask at this point? Like, anyone with a brain knows who this is by now.
Now you've done it. You spoiled the surprise. What now, killer?
Oh no.
Your friend could still be alive in there.
Didn't they do this with Chef in South Park? They killed him, brought him back only to kill him again. Like, I'm pretty sure there was a zombie Chef episode. Oh no,
Yeah.
it's Mutant Andy. It's Mandy. So Mutant Andy spends a decent chunk of at least, you know, this first initial phase running around here, and then he creates a giant fireball above his head. Like that.
Andy, get down here. You're late for your date.
Can't look the masked man in the eye, huh? What? Is there some bad blood between you two?
So once you've destroyed his fireball, he comes down to fight you. He almost always starts with that attack there, which is actually a version of the invisible powerful attack that the Skolex worm was doing back in Mission 2. So he also has a version of the struggle QTE that some of the one-on-one fights have. Why is that so hard to say? There, he just did that again. He's a pretty fun fight. Lots of mainly because I think that like the smaller fights against other similar enemies are probably more enjoyable. So there, see, even there I did like a massive charge attack against him, and it only did a small amount of damage. So you kind of have to go out against him with the Oni Slayer. Apparently he needs backup.
I'm actually impressed with this set piece.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. So the fact that Andy is now fighting us, do you think this counts as at least one of the top 10 anime betrayals?
It's at least 2 through 7.
Also, I forgot, you can't parry the fireball. You have to actually destroy it while it's in his hand. And again, it's that same QTE always occurs. It's while he's fighting there. Yeah, there's not much else to say. This is just a really enjoyable fight. Unfortunately, you can't really juggle Mutant Andy that much. The mutant variant comes up a couple of other times, though mostly it's to recycle bosses. I think Mutant Andy is one of the only bosses that is a mutant who is like a completely brand new boss. Also, I like how the collision did not line up at all there. Oh, hey, I was actually able to damage him a little bit there. You kind of... It was only a little bit, but I used the Cyclone Shuriken in the air, and it took off a tiny bit of his health.
Yeah, he's still laid it on him.
The other good thing about Andy's Fireball is that it has friendly fire, so enemies will take damage from it as well. I think it's one of the only attacks in the game that actually has friendly fire.
You can tell they put the work into this fight.
Yeah, this was... They put a lot of work into the one-on-one fights. The set-piece ones are kind of a little iffy because they were going more for a scope that I don't think the team could really handle. Alright, here we go. Toteme against Andy. Sorry, old friend. You really should have stayed with that this morning. Oh yeah, this guy's voiced by Carrie Payton, another Metal Gear voice actor. He voiced Drebin in MGS4. So we have, we have Kim, my guest, who played Melee, obviously.
Sure.
Carrie Payton. Yuri Lowenthal was he's done like a couple of like generic soldier roles at one point. I think he was one of the background hospital patients who was killed during the opening of Metal Gear Solid 5 as well. But I don't think he got credited for it.
You won't mind if I slaughter these pigs, will you? Admit it. You're conflicted. You're consumed by the idea that you could have saved your friend.
No, because that would imply that my character has depth.
Nope, I'm just here for the killing.
We know all about it. And this time, we're ready for it. We've burrowed so deep into the ground, they'd have to drop 1,000 nukes just to get our attention.
Maybe this'll get your attention.
Yes!
You worms gotta learn how to tie a better knot.
Okay. You wanna play too?
Bring it on, Junior.
Michael Wilson knows how to flash kick.
Did he just do the Bruce Lee nose flick?
Yep.
Jitsu from your own master, Kanbei Ogawa.
This explains so much about Metal Wolf Chaos, doesn't it?
It really does.
Worms make me sick.
Well, I mean, worms make me sick as well. But...
What the hell? You maggots took my wife and daughter. Then,
did you just forget that you have a son?
and I'm not the kind of guy
And that he's going to be president someday? And save America? I mean, yes, he's going to be horrible at picking a running mate, but, you know, nobody's perfect.
Run! Hurry!
You gonna be okay?
Don't worry. You take care of the hostages.
Also, I don't remember if I mentioned this before, but Michael Wilson in this game is voiced by John DiMaggio.
Grown-ups wanna talk? Come on, Ken. You haven't even heard why I brought you.
And does an excellent job.
Yeah, like, I didn't even know it was him until I looked it up.
Meet me up in the garden and I'll tell you all about it.
Now, don't remove this candle, whatever you do, until I tell you to. And then he spins around again constantly. So I was looking for like a couple extra items here. And it was adrenaline boost. I was very disappointed that I could not make the gong ring, given all the other little details there are in this environment. I was trying to see if I could make that gong ring, but nope.
They're saving Gong Ring for Ninja Blade 2.
And I just upgraded the flame shuriken. Now we have all of our shurikens are at max. There is a fourth shuriken, but it requires a pretty ridiculous set of conditions. And did we just land at an entirely different level here? I didn't cut this. That is the natural transition in the game.
This sewer is on the top floor of the office building?
I was thinking more like an umbrella lab, actually.
It looks a little shady.
Well, we got a date with Kuroh. No more clowning around.
Nice night. The air up here is so pure. Please, help me understand something.
Can love bloom on the battlefield?
So hard. You're limited by your physical bodies. So when given a chance to exceed those limitations...
There's anime trace lines on the sword there. So here's the Krauser QTE. There's actually going to be a few of those.
Not at the cost of my humanity.
You're no more human than we are. Your blood does not belong on this planet.
Oh.
What are you talking about?
Your special blessed blood. Do you think you simply won the genetic lottery?
Those things are rigged anyway.
You're the only one immune to us? You were bred in a laboratory for the sole purpose of eliminating my kind.
Unionized voice actors.
You were created to commit genocide.
And the result?
Whoa.
The Resident Evil 2 remake voice cast.
Kuroh got real ugly real fast.
Yep, so Kuroh has a couple of gimmicks. First things first, he can create clones of himself. There's only one clone there's only one of him that's real, and you can tell which one it is by going into Ninja Vision. Though it is sometimes beneficial to go after the clones because they drop health and occasionally experience. He has a couple other attacks as well, which I'll show off. This is the this is an off take that I decided to include anyway because it has a couple of other attacks. Also that. I so want to make a Harry Potter joke there, and I just realized, and then I remember that you haven't read the books yet, so so many opportunities. So yeah, it's the one in white is the real Kuroh.
You can never defeat me!
Wait, no, sorry. It is. I'm thinking of a later fight where I use an off take. This is the real fight. It's been a while since I recorded this one.
I can see where this would be ridiculous on the higher difficulties.
You know, this host, Kuroh, he let us in willingly.
Yet another similarity with Lucas Baker. The idea that he's the only one who's actually on the side of Evelyn.
It's true. Not everyone can resist temptation like you can. Certainly not Kuroh.
Also, you thought he was ugly before. Well, check this out.
Not even your father.
So Mutant Kuroh is basically a tougher version of regular old Kuroh. He does several of the other attacks. You can his clones spout fireballs now, and yeah, he's tough. So why don't you say we kick this guy's ass?
Let's kick this guy's ass.
All right, here we go.
Got my attention.
Well, it's more of a mutual ass kicking, but still, look at his health bar.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Also, there are trees around that you can cut for absolutely no reason. They don't even have health.
There's not going to be much of a garden left after this.
No. You know, some buildings have helicopter pads. Others just have guard... There's something about the that particular QTE where the animation just never lines up properly. Also, Yuri Lowenthal talked over Yuri Lowenthal for a second there.
There's also something beautiful about Ronald McDonald beating the shit out of Super Shredder.
There is one boss later who has multiple QTE animations, and they're all great. Yeah, I from this point forward, I'm fast forwarding every time I use a first aid spray, just because it, you know, it's only it takes about 9 or 10 seconds each time, but it adds up.
I can see where you can use a few in this fight.
Yeah, it is, like, I guess theoretically possible to do this with no damage, but, I mean, A, would you want to, and B, it's incredibly difficult. And this is on normal, like, not even on hard. Look at them, the two models are flipping into each other. It's not even that the swords are misaligned. the actual models are clipping. Alright, here we go. This is another amazing QTE sequence. This one is actually maybe my favorite of the game. Also, check this out. Yeah, I added that. But I mean, let's face it, we were all thinking it.
Yeah.
Where's my father?
These human bodies of yours. Such amazing factories.
Where is he?
These
What's with his eyes there?
Your DNA. Capable of so much more than you people realize.
If you're still in there.
Die!
Why didn't you use your laser eyes during the boss fight? That could have been such a cool mechanic. Also, where did his laser eyes go in between that prompt and the next shot? They're like bullet hell bullets that just disappear when the ship is destroyed.
Just tell me where my father is.
So from here until the end of the game, there's going to be a ton of Krauser-style QTE monologues.
Given time, one way or another, your blood will be vaporized. Even if I have to do it myself.
What?
Okay, so this part is glitched. You're supposed to see inside him using ninja vision to see the bomb there, but for some reason during that cutscene it glitched out. I don't know why.
I may not be strong enough to fight you, but I can still take you with me.
I hope that's one of the terrorists.
And countless dozens of people died. The end.
あれほど殺すなと。
Oh, we're gonna get whooped by Daddy here.
もしかして自ら感染したのですか？
あれを見よ。
So this building is actually real. Not obviously not the slime building, but the other building is actually real. It is called the Tokyo Tower.
Everything in anime comes back to the Tokyo Tower.
It is not just a so yeah, it is not just a you know, a pale imitation of the Eiffel Tower. It's done in the same architectural style, certainly. Although its weird color scheme is done in compliance with air safety regulations because it is too tall in comparison to the rest of the buildings in Tokyo. Makes it stand out from the skyline.
Have we cured anyone? Have we done anything to the infection rate?
We blew up a building, and we got the evil emblem. Those are the evil costume to go along with our evil emblem.
To go along with the building that we blew up. Perfect.
Yep. Well, let's see.
Big money, big money, big money. Again, we've made it worse.
Yep. Oh, we reached warning levels now.
76% is the warning level for worms taking over Tokyo.
Yep, that's the danger threshold, apparently.
Oh, they are really slacking off on those thresholds.
Our hero, ladies and gentlemen,